there are NBA superstars, and then there's Anthony Davis. A player so dominant, so gifted, and so unique that teams have spent over a decade trying to figure out how to stop him. Spoiler alert, they haven't. From being a 6-foot high school guard in Chicago to becoming one of the most feared big men in NBA history, Davis has shattered expectations at every level. He dominated in New Orleans, became a champion in Los Angeles, and now he's a Dallas Maverick. But how did we get here? And more importantly, what's next for AD in Dallas? Let's break it all down. Before we get into it, make sure to like this video and subscribe if you love basketball content like this. Now, let's dive into the journey of Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis wasn't always a towering force in the paint. In fact, early in high school, he was just another undersized guard in Chicago's public league. Good shooter, decent handles, but nothing special. Then he grew a lot. Between his freshman and senior year, Davis shot up from 6'0" to 6'10". And unlike most players who grow that fast, he didn't lose his guard skills, and he could still handle the ball, shoot, and move like a wing, all while developing elite shot-blocking instincts. By the time college scouts caught on, he was already the #1 recruit in the country. Kentucky was the obvious choice. One season under John Calipari, and Davis became a walking cheat code, leading the Wildcats to a national championship, winning every major award, and setting shot-blocking records in the process. He was the unanimous first pick in the 2012 NBA draft, and the New Orleans Hornets, soon to be Pelicans, had their franchise cornerstone. The Pelicans knew they had something special, but even they couldn't predict how quickly Davis would turn into an NBA superstar. By his second season, he was already an all-star. By his third, he was averaging 24.4 points, 10.2 rebounds, and nearly 3 blocks per game, numbers that put him in the same conversation as prime Tim Duncan and Kevin Garnett. AD wasn't just good, he was different. He had the length and shot blocking of a traditional big, but he moved like a wing. He could protect the rim, switch onto guards, shoot from mid-range, and finish alley-oops like few in NBA history. In 2015, he led the Pelicans to the playoffs for the first time, averaging 31.5 points and 11 rebounds in his first playoff series, joining Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Bob McAdoo as the only players to put up those numbers in their postseason debut. The problem? The Pelicans couldn't build a contender around him. Despite putting up MVP-caliber numbers year after year, AD never had the supporting cast to go deep in the playoffs. By 2019, he had enough. He requested a trade, and soon he was on his way to Los Angeles to join LeBron James. When AD landed in LA, the expectations were sky high. The Lakers went all in to pair him with LeBron, and right away the move paid off. Davis dominated the 2019-20 season, finishing second in Defensive Player of the Year voting, and helping lead the Lakers to the #1 seed. Then came the bubble playoffs, where AD was an absolute monster. He averaged over 27 points, almost 10 rebounds, and 1.4 blocks per game, hit a buzzer beater against the Nuggets, and had dominant performances in the finals to help the Lakers win their 17th championship and his first ever. At that moment, it felt like the Lakers had a dynasty in the making. AD was 27 years old, LeBron was still playing at an elite level, and the Lakers looked like the best team in basketball. But then, injuries happened. The next few seasons were a roller coaster. Davis struggled to stay healthy, LeBron aged, and the Lakers' supporting cast constantly changed. They had moments of brilliance like the 2023 Western Conference Finals run, but never found the consistency to win another ring. By the start of 2025, the Lakers were at a crossroads, and then the unthinkable happened. February 2nd, 2025, a day that shocked the entire basketball world. The Lakers and Mavericks pulled off one of the biggest trades in NBA history, swapping Anthony Davis for Luka Doncic in a deal that also involved multiple role players and draft picks. Superstars don't get traded midseason like this, and trading 2 All-NBA players for each other? That's unheard of. But with the Lakers struggling and Davis wanting a change, both teams made a franchise-altering decision. For Davis, it's a fresh start. For Dallas, it's a new identity. But the big question is, was this the right move? Let's break it down. The Mavericks have never had a player like Anthony Davis. He instantly becomes their most dominant big man since Dirk Nowitzki, and his presence changes everything. The Mavs have long struggled on defense, but now they have a legitimate rim protector and one of the best shot blockers in NBA history. Davis is a game changer on that end of the floor. AD may not be a primary playmaker like Luka, but he gives Dallas a different kind of star, one who can score inside, stretch the floor, and dominate in transition. The real challenge for the Mavericks is figuring out who to pair with AD. He thrives with strong guard play, but now they need to find the right backcourt partner to maximize his skill set. But let's be real, this move is risky for Dallas. Can AD stay healthy? His injury history is a concern, and they just gave up one of the most durable superstars in Luka. Who's the new face of the franchise? Luka was the heart of the Mavericks, and replacing that leadership won't be easy. Anthony Davis already has a championship, multiple All-NBA selections, and Defensive Player of the Year level seasons. But this trade? This could redefine how he's remembered. If AD stays healthy and leads the Mavericks to a championship, he cements himself as one of the all-time great big men. If things don't work out, this trade could be seen as a massive mistake, both for him and the Mavericks. One thing's for sure, this is the biggest challenge of Anthony Davis's career. What do you think? Did the Mavericks make the right move trading for AD? Or will they regret letting Luka go? Let us know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll be following this story closely, so stay tuned for more.